As with most projects, I start out rough cutting the boards to size and milling them to thickness. I used my shop-made tapering jig to cut the top and bottom rails to start the trapezoid shape for the glass accents. Once I had the angle figured out, I cut the middle rails to fit. I used the Domino XL with the largest tenon available for the joinery. I lost some footage of routing out the glass panels, but basically I used a rabbiting bit in my router to create a rabbet for the glass to rest in. I went back and chiseled out the round corners to match the trapezoid angle. Then when I install the glass, it will be held in place with the glass stop tacked in with brad nails. The jamb is custom sized to fit the structure of the bookcase. I did plan it out to use a 1 3/8 standard thickness door so I could use standard size hinges and templates. I used a Porter cable hinge template to route out the mortises for the hinges on the jamb and the door. This template worked great to be sure everything lined up. There's a link below to the model I used. The template kit came with everything I needed, including a corner chisel to square up the corners of the mortises for square hinges. To hold the door on edge so I could work on it, I used a shop-made jig comprised of a 2x4 for the base and plywood triangles screwed to the 2x4 to support the door. It was surprisingly stable. To drill the hole for the doorknob and latch, I used a standard hole saw kit, which is pretty much available at just about any hardware store. There's a link below for the exact template I used to route out the mortise for the strike plate and door latch. I glued and nailed in the door stop with headless pins. When I finish the jamb, I build it around the door to be sure the reveal is the same on all sides. And finally, it's stained with the customer's choice of stain color and installed into the built-in bookshelf.